Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining me today. In this presentation, we will explore the different ways characters attempt to imitate or respond to others. We'll look at how these actions reveal their motivations and struggles. On this first slide, we see a question about the overall structure of a particular text, along with an example from the story. I'll guide you through understanding how characters, behaviors, and thoughts shape the narrative. Let's get started. So, in this part of my journey, I decided to try emulating Sherlock Holmes's behavior. I thought, why not adopt some of his methods and see if I could improve my own problem-solving skills? I focused on his keen observation, logical reasoning, and his calm demeanor. But honestly, I quickly realized that I wasn't quite Holmes-level effective. His skills are extraordinary, and trying to imitate them made me appreciate just how unique his talents really are. This experience underscores an important point for us all. While imitation can be a valuable learning tool, it also highlights how exceptional some skills truly are. It's a reminder that even when we try our best to mirror the best, there's always a gap between imitation and mastery. Let's take a moment to explore the main purpose of this beautiful poem. Essentially, it highlights the idea that hope is like a resilient little bird with feathers, perched deep within our souls. This bird sings a tune, without words, that never stops, no matter how fierce the storm. The poem emphasizes that even in the hardest times, hope remains present, offering warmth and comfort. It reminds us that hope is a vital force that helps us endure challenges, much like the core message of our presentation, which is about the power of positive emotions and resilience. When we remain optimistic and nurture hope, we can navigate life's storms more effectively. Let's take a closer look at this slide. The poem uses a powerful metaphor, a bird that never stops singing. This image isn't just about a constant melody, it symbolizes an unwavering sense of optimism. Even when life gets tough, the bird keeps singing, reminding us of the importance of maintaining a positive outlook deep within ourselves. This metaphor highlights that resilience and hope should be at the core of who we are, especially during challenging times. It ties into our overall theme of staying optimistic and resilient no matter what obstacles we face. Remember, like the bird, we can find ways to keep our spirits high and continue singing, no matter the circumstances. On this slide, we're exploring Meg's emotional state and her daily struggles. You see, Meg is becoming resentful because she has to spend so much time each day working on her appearance. It's clear that these routines are weighing on her, adding to her sense of burden. Despite this, Meg remains calm and collected, trying to help ease her family's burden rather than adding to it. This shows her strength and sense of responsibility. At the same time, she feels quite overwhelmed with the prospect of caring for her sisters, which highlights how heavy her responsibilities feel. To cope, Meg spends a long time getting ready each day, mainly to delay her responsibilities and avoid facing her duties directly. Now, connecting this to the overall theme, the key idea here is that Meg's burden feels heavier than ever, especially because she's struggling to find joy or motivation in her usual routines. The quote emphasizes that even small pleasures, like making herself pretty, seem out of reach when she's overwhelmed by her responsibilities. This slide helps us understand the emotional weight Meg carries and the importance of her resilience in the face of daily challenges. So on this slide, we see how Meg's feelings of being overwhelmed are really coming through. The phrase, burden, seemed heavier than ever, highlights just how much she's struggling emotionally. It's as if her worries and responsibilities are piling up, making her feel weighed down more than before. Additionally, the line, "had not hard enough to dress up," shows her lack of energy or motivation. She's simply not in the mood, or perhaps too overwhelmed to care about appearances or superficial things. This really emphasizes how deeply she's feeling the pressure. Overall, this slide underscores a key theme in the story, that even strong characters like Meg can feel overwhelmed by their challenges. It reminds us that everyone has moments when they feel burdened, and it's a natural part of their journey. On this slide, I want to highlight that Jane Austen was often encouraged by her friends and family to take public credit for her work. Despite this encouragement, she chose to remain anonymous for a reason. During her time, Societal expectations made it difficult for women to be openly recognized as authors, and publishing anonymously helped her avoid criticism or judgment based on her gender. It's important to understand that while maintaining secrecy can protect a writer from societal backlash, it also raises ethical questions. Publishing without attribution might seem like a way to sidestep judgments, but it also means the author's contributions are hidden. In Austen's case, her decision was a personal choice driven by the societal norms of her era. She knew that revealing her identity could have brought unwanted scrutiny, so she kept her authorship secret. Interestingly, her novels became quite successful even without her name attached. Ultimately, this slide connects to the larger theme of how societal expectations influenced women writers and how Austen navigated those challenges. Her story reminds us of the complex balance between personal integrity, societal pressure, and the desire for recognition. Austen chose to publish her works anonymously, and this was largely due to the societal beliefs at the time. Many people thought it was improper for women to pursue literary careers, which made public recognition risky for her. Her decision reflects the social expectations women faced, even when they had the talent and desire to write. This choice wasn't just about modesty. It was about navigating the constraints placed on women in her society. It also highlights how societal norms influenced not only what women could do, but also how they could present their achievements. Austen's decision to publish anonymously underscores the broader theme of how societal expectations shaped her life and her work, and it reminds us of the challenges women had to overcome to be taken seriously as authors. Let's look at this inspiring quote from Tennyson's Ulysses. "Come, my friends, 'tis not too late to seek a newer world." This line really captures the essence of adventure, curiosity, and the human spirit's desire to explore beyond the familiar. Notice how it encourages us to keep striving, to pursue new opportunities, no matter our age or circumstances. It's a call to action, reminding us that it's never too late to seek growth or to venture into uncharted territory. This ties directly into our overall theme today: embracing change, seeking new challenges, and maintaining a sense of wonder throughout our lives. Now, among the quotes on this slide, the one that most effectively illustrates this message is the first. "Come, my friends, 'tis not too late to seek a newer world." It embodies the optimism and relentless pursuit of discovery that we're emphasizing. And in the context of the poem, Ulysses is speaking to his companions, expressing his desire to continue exploring and experiencing life fully. It's a powerful reminder that the spirit of adventure is timeless and can inspire us to keep moving forward, no matter where we are in our journey. Now let's look at choice D. "Come, my friends, 'tis not too late to seek a newer world." This line really captures the king's deep desire to continue exploring and to travel once more with his companions. It's a powerful call to action, emphasizing that it's never too late to pursue new horizons. This choice reflects a spirit of adventure and hope, which resonates with the overall theme of exploration and the human longing to discover the unknown. Highlighting this line helps us understand the king's leadership qualities, his optimism and unwavering belief in new opportunities. So, in essence, this quote not only underscores a moment of inspiration, but also ties back to the broader message of embarking on new journeys, no matter where we are in life. Let's take a closer look at the data. El Salvador and Panama had similar percentages of their populations engaged in agriculture, but Panama's urban percentage was noticeably higher. Interestingly, Belize had a similar agricultural percentage to El Salvador, even though it had a lower urban percentage. This suggests that the relationship between urban and agricultural populations isn't straightforward. Now, if we look at the nation with the highest percentage of people in agriculture, Costa Rica, it also had the highest urban percentage among the 4 countries. That's quite intriguing because it challenges the idea that more agriculture means less urbanization or vice versa. On the other hand, Costa Rica and Panama had the lowest percentages in both categories, which shows that they have relatively smaller proportions of their populations in agriculture and urban areas compared to the others. Most importantly, these observations support the researchers' claim that there isn't a strong correlation between where people work, whether in agriculture or urban settings, and where they actually live. The data from these four nations show that these categories don't necessarily move together, highlighting the complexity of urban and agricultural demographics. So, here we see Belize and El Salvador, which have similar percentages of their populations involved in agriculture, around 16.8% for Belize and 16.3% for El Salvador. However, what's really interesting is how different their urban populations are. Belize has about 45.87% urban residents, whereas El Salvador's urban population is much higher at 72.75%. This contrast supports the idea that there's not a strong direct correlation between the percentage of people working in agriculture and how urbanized a country is. It shows us that other factors are at play in shaping urbanization beyond just reliance on agriculture. This is a great example of how we need to look at multiple indicators to understand the bigger picture of development and demographic shifts across different countries.